Hello guys, it's Stephen here, back with part 21 of my Big 24 player review of the season 2018-19. I took a couple of days off over the weekend because I had stuff on Friday and Saturday, but I thought I'd finish it today on Sunday after a kind of slightly hungover night, if I'm being very honest. But I'm going to power through and finish the rest of the 4 videos today. So we've got Sane coming up, then Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, Sergio Aguero, and after that, tomorrow or Tuesday, I'll do a big Guardiola review and then a season review. Then I'll probably take a few days after that just to rest because my voice has been very sore recently because a lot of videos are all that kind of stuff, and also because of social media nonsense. But well before then, we've got Leroy Sane, and it's very kind of interesting mixed season. Leroy Sane is a beautiful enigma wrapped up in a mystery, wrapped up in I don't know, essentially lots of metaphors about it being really confusing, essentially. Now, it was a very odd season for Sane, at times unplayable and brilliant as he always is, but it was a season of kind of mixed fortunes. After the season where he won Young Player of the Year, he was fantastic, everyone loved him, blah blah blah, but his future's still up in the air. But he got less game time than he would imagine. Now, he only got his first start on 15th of September, which was like 5 games into the season. A lot of people were confused by that. Mahrez was getting his chance, admittedly, but there was lots of rumours going around at the time, which have later been found out to be true. Sane wasn't fully focused. Now, he does have a kind of rep for this in general, that he comes back from pre-season not really there mentally. Now, I think his wife or his girlfriend, I'm not sure if it's his wife, his girlfriend had a baby as well, which kind of slightly distracting, all this kind of stuff. It was a bit of a basically slow start for him, but eventually started to find his form. And the stats really, they kind of essentially showed exactly what Leroy Sane is about. A goal and assist every 93 minutes, which is just essentially classic Leroy Sane. That he only made 21 starts in the Premier League this season, which for Leroy Sane, well, that isn't good, is it? He's not much better than that. He's so much better than that. And it was actually less starts than last season as well. Basically, he had about 6 less starts. He had considerably less minutes compared to last season as well. Last season, across all competitions, he had 3,600 minutes for Manchester City and only 2,694 this season. So he did see a notable drop off in game time. Now, this obviously coincided with Bernardo Silva getting really good at right wing and Mahrez coming in as well for added competition. But he still would have been happy given last season was a phenomenal year for him. He almost got a breakthrough season, and this season his game time did drop. Having said that, he was still as productive and brilliant as ever. 16 goals, no competitions, 18 assists, which is absolutely phenomenal. That's like 34 contributions in 47 appearances, but only 2,694 minutes. So essentially, let me just do the quick maths for that now, 1 second. Just worked it out. That's basically a goal assist every 79 minutes across all competitions. That's just pure Leroy Sane, isn't it? He is absolutely terrifying. Though he did have 1 or 2 games where you could just see Guardiola's frustration setting in. He wasn't the perfect Leroy Sane that we know he can be. He still is prone to having a stinker here and there, like a genuinely bad performance where the ball rolls under his foot. Everything he does doesn't come right, and he's so much better than that. We know that. Having said that, there was still some great games for him. We know how he basically finished off Liverpool in the home game there. I remember him being great Crystal Palace away. Obviously got the decisive goal against United at Old Trafford. He came as a sub, but he was still great. And he had a few games where he was fantastic. It was around kind of like November, October, December when he was really good, which is coincidentally was linked up with David Silva, a player that he links up so well. And I'm almost certain that David Silva's form as well, he's intrinsically linked to Leroy Sane a little bit. Sane didn't play anywhere near as much in the second half of the season as he probably would have liked to. I think he got something like in the Premier League, only half of the last 18 games he started. So he was kind of in and out of the team a little bit there, and didn't really start a couple of big games towards the end, including obviously as well at the very end of the season there with Mahrez getting a couple of starts ahead of him. But he links up so well with David Silva that I'm almost certain their form is basically kind of, it's interlinked a little bit. And then there was the issue about Mendy not being there, so maybe the way City were going to play was changed a little bit. I don't know. It was a very confusing mixed season with Leroy Sane, but yet at the time he was still brilliant, and those stats speak for themselves. He got the 4th most assists in the league. He got loads of goals. He creates chances. He scores goals. He started to add free kicks to his tally as well. He's just a phenomenally gifted player with a ceiling of unlimited potential. He could go as far as he wants, but he's not quite where he needs to be yet. He can get better. He can be brilliant. And it must be a little bit worrying for him to see us still succeed what we did at the end without him being as heavily involved as he wants to be. Having said that, he's still phenomenal, and I want him to stay at Manchester City because he is just such an exciting player. No one quite gets to the stadium as electrified, as excited as he does when he gets on the ball, particularly Liverpool. Remember everyone getting so excited in the stadium, roaring when he got and he started to go on his big runs. It's just classic Leroy Sane. Now, there's obviously a lot of future issues this summer he's linked to Bayern Munich and all this kind of stuff because he's not signed a contract, and he'll still have another 2 seasons left after this. But obviously they don't want him to get only 12 months left after this season, and then he's only 12 months away from leaving on the free because of his talent. I think he'll sign. Honestly, I think he'll sign. I think he's just playing the long game because he can. Because he's not sure, because he's obviously in a situation where he's got a young family now as well, and he just wants to see how it goes. Obviously, the chance of playing for Bayern as any young German lad is quite appealing. But I think eventually he'll sign. That's just my gut instinct there. I can't see Bayern paying what we want. We've refused a bid allegedly, and I think we'll want around 100 million for him, which they will offer. And I think eventually he just will sign. But overall, in terms of the season, he didn't play anywhere near as much as he wanted. Only 21 starts in the Premier League, which is not the kind of season he was probably hoping for. But at the same time, he still got 21 starts, 20 goals and assists in the Premier League, and he was still terrifying and crucial. He still scored so many big goals for us, and he still had like absolutely loads of appearances overall, just not as many as you would like. I'm going to say it was still an 8 out of 10 in terms of impact on the season. It just, by his own standards, it could have been so much more. But I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 because I still think he was brilliant when he did play every now and then. He had a few stinkers, but no one quite can do what he can do at times with the ball at his feet. Even last season was like an 8.5, 9 for him. This season it did drop off a little bit. And despite all the noise around him, he was still very effective. Still very, very influential on this team when he wanted to be. And he's still a very exciting winger. It's just you wanted a 9 out of 10 season from this year. He didn't quite get it. But that's my verdict anyway, guys. Let me know if you think that's fair. Let me know in the comments what more he could have done. Do you think he'll stay next season? Do you think Guardiola's right not to use him as much as he did? I mean, I can't personally complain given how many games he won this season, given what we did. It looks like Guardiola got most of the decisions right. I mean, like 99 out of 100 decisions Guardiola gets right. And if he didn't play Sane every game, we won loads of trophies. So who are we to question him, really? But anyway, let us know in the comments. Don't forget, we've got a Sterling video coming up very soon, so make sure you hang around. All these people as well, thank you. Patreons, patreon.com/Esteemed Kompany, and I'll see you very soon.